of the difficult thing that I face, and maybe other tourists they do face, is basically the language. The language is very difficult to understand. Not in Chester specifically, but in general. Like you go to Edinburgh, and I've been to Edinburgh in 2010, and I went there to study English. When I met a guy in a coffee shop, and I told him, "Yeah, I came to Edinburgh to study English." He told me, "Well, you came to the wrong place." But he said it sounds more like sounds more like, why you came to Edinburgh to study English? It's like, okay, but I came to UK and everyone in UK speak English. But that's one of the main problems that I face. And
yeah,
and
I will say about the UK,
Christopher, about the language as a difficult thing.
Yeah, I would say there's a lot of regional accents. So we do have you can go like 5 miles up the road and an accent can change a lot. So everybody's speaking English, yes, but we all sound very different. I think Chester's relatively easy. The feedback from a lot of like travelers is that people from Chester are easier to understand. But then you go to Liverpool and that's much harder. Edinburgh, even I struggle with some Scottish. Like if they are really, really, really Scottish, even I struggle. And I speak this language. I've always spoke this language. So yeah, no, I do completely understand what you're saying there.
The Highlanders, I think these people are different level of, like, they don't actually speak. I feel that they don't speak English. The Highlanders.
Yeah, and it's not because it's not just the language, but you'll also have like a lot of turns of phrase and a lot of expressions that they'll only use in that area.
Yeah.
So you kind of, yeah, you're not going to learn that in a textbook. You're not going to learn that, you know, if you're learning like English 101 from an audiobook or something, they're just going to teach you the Queen's English, like the kind of thing they'd read on the news. Oh, we're all going to talk in correct sentences. And it's very, but then you go meet someone in Scotland and it's blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
this is me when I visited UK. Like I thought that the English they taught us is like, yeah, this is the perfect English. You go to England now and you practice. Say, okay, but it's totally different. Like
yeah. But that's the real practice. That's the real practice because you've been to the UK and you've practiced in lots of different cities. That's like the real lesson that you've done that.
and for me, after traveling to UK several times, I found 3 main difficult languages, at least for me. In Liverpool, the Scouse, and then you have in Newcastle a language called Nordic or Doric. Newcastle.
They just call it like Geordie. We're Geordies.
Geordie. And then basically the Edinburgh, the Highlanders. These are the 3 main. And I think there is one also in London. There is one in London, Western London.
Cockney.
Cockney. Here you go. So Cockney. So these are the 4 main difficult languages that I faced. But other than that,
Cockneys will have, we call it Cockney rhyming slang. So they will say things like apples and pears, and apples and pears means stairs. Like, how is a visitor going to know that?
It's going to be difficult to
trouble and strife. Yeah. Trouble and strife is wife. Wife.
Trouble.
Okay, I don't know that. Okay, so we head back to Chester.